Welcome to What's the Tea with divine due diligence. Thanking God for lessons learned through time and experience.
Hello, everybody. This is Divine Due Diligence, doing my due diligence to come on here to give you the understanding and the nourishment of your soul. I'm telling you, it's been a process for me. And I tell you, these last 5 years, I can say 5 years, yeah, has got me to a place where I am at now, being totally delivered, being totally healed, allowing everything that I had stored up within me to break loose. A lot of the things that I had within me, I was suppressing and I didn't even know it. At the end of the day, you want to allow God to really break down the emotions of you, break down the mental of you, the physical of you, the spiritual of you, because you want total alignment with God. At the end of the day, your whole mind, body, and soul have to be set free, healed, and delivered. No matter what the issues were in your life, count them all joy. I must say that again. Whatever the issues, whatever the circumstances that were in your life, count it all joy. You may have not felt that way when you were going through it. I promise you, I did not feel that way neither. But at the end of the day, it has made me in the woman I am today, the alchemist. The alchemist I am today, allowing every trauma, every pain, every illusion to be broken. Do you hear what I'm saying? You have to learn how to alchemize. And there are certain aspects that you need to know to alchemize. Alchemize is basically allowing the essence of your soul to be fully healed, delivered, and set free. Allowing your soul to be birthed, shining bright as the sun. Not just the sun that you see every day, but the sun, Jesus Christ. You want to be able to let your light so shine that men may see. You don't gotta talk. You can just walk it out. That may not be your ministry to impart in somebody, but at the end of the day, you should always have a purpose of being able to walk and allow your light to shine bright. And when your light is shining bright, it is the essence of your soul being at its purest form. When you see the sun, it shines so bright that you can't even see past the glare. That's how people are supposed to see you. But you have to get to a place that you're not holding nothing back from God to really develop you, mold you, shape you for his glory. At the end of the day, don't look for validation that you've been healed. It should be able to see when you look at yourself in the mirror. Talk to yourself. Because you looking you one-on-one. And when it's you one-on-one, it's you and God. Because remember, God is dwelling on the inside of you. So whatever you looking at in the mirror, you looking at you and God. It's a you and God thing right now in this season, because you have to be fully developed. It's so much going on. But at the end of the day, your mind has to be focused. Stop allowing yourself to look on the worldly things, because at the end of the day, they all distractions. And that's where the illusion coming in. It's supposed to distract you to get you off your path of being healed, of being set free, and being delivered, so you can be able to walk in purpose, striving in your destiny, and allowing mission to take place. That's a contract that you signed up for. And if you don't understand and get your eyes, your mind, your spirit, your emotions all of it aware, you're going to lose out on what God has really promised for you, has really destined for you. At the end of the day, you see so many people having what they want, how they want it, the way they want it. Why? Because they have great awakening, the great awareness of God, the focus of God, that I'm not looking at what I see, but I'm going off of what I know. I'm not looking at how I feel or maybe what I think, but I know that God is going to do such a thing inside of me. So at the end of the day, you want to alchemize. Alchemizing is everything. When you come in alignment with God, all of this is a pathway. It's a structure. And when they say it's a process, it is a process. And I didn't know that it's a process. Because I had to learn how to talk again. Because when I got broken, I didn't want to talk. Some people get broken and they don't even want to talk about it. People that have got raped, people that have got molested, they don't want to talk about it because they're so broken up inside. But when you allow God to go deep down, embedded within inside of you, you will realize that God is only doing it to develop you. There are wounds like abandonment. There are wounds like validation. There are wounds like longing. You're longing for something. You feel like you missed out. They are wounds. Then you have the ego man that I got so much of a big head. I can do what I want to do. I can say what I want to say and don't have a price to pay. The pride and the envy. These are things that God is really looking for you to break. And I mean break it to its fullest extent, to bring out the fullest potential. You want to be at your most highest vibration. What I mean by vibration, the highest development, the highest understanding when it comes down to what God has destined for you to be and do. He's not going to allow you to put the carriage before the horse. You got to take the plunge. You got to be the process first before you go out there seeking people to get them to do the process. Develop yourself. Develop your mind. I'm not going to allow these things to overtake my mind. I'm not going to allow these things to overtake my heart. I'm not going to allow these things to be a person that don't forgive and forget. Because God throws them in the seed of forgetfulness. So you're supposed to forget, but not forget to the point of where you don't understand the lesson. The forgetting process means I'm not going to throw it back up in your face because I forgot about it. That's the forget that he's talking about. He don't want you going back and saying, I remember when, or I remember back then. The structure is I'm going to forgive. And because I forgave you, I'm going to forget about it. But when it comes high time for me to be able to pour into somebody that needs to be healed, needs to be set free, needs to be delivered, I can absolutely bring it back up to say, look, this is what I've been healed from. This is what I've been delivered from. This is how I was made whole. When you don't have to shed a tear, when you don't have to go back and think and say, oh my God, this has destroyed. When you get to a place of understanding, it's not breaking you down within your soul, man. You have been delivered. It took me a while, y'all, a while. I did not understand why I had so many things that I had to break off of me. I literally allowed God to break the shackles off of me. The chains that were literally binding me up. And I didn't even know it. Walking around with this pretty little smile of mine. But hurting in my mind. Hurting in my soul. And hurting in my spirit. But never not once did I say a word. Because I never thought it was about me. I always thought if I gave, it was all fine and dandy. If I did a little bit more, it was fine and dandy. If I did something to occupy my mind, it was fine and dandy. tired in my mind. I'm tired in my spirit. I'm tired in my emotions. I'm tired. I'm tired. This when God can do what he needs to do. You got to be what? Sick and tired of going around the merry-go-round, doing the same illusional stuff over and over and over again, but maybe with different people, different places, or different things. It still remains the same. If you're not fully healed, you still broken. If you healed off of one thing and not another, you still broken. When I thought I was healed off a thing, God took me back in the closet. Hey, I broke that off of you, but I ain't finished with you yet. Let's go back in that closet. You got to allow yourself to be secluded, because God cannot work with this out in the open. He wants to pour solely into you. So allow yourself to be secluded at times. Say, God, this is the day that I choose for you to work on me. We all have busy times. We all have busy schedules. But you got to set time aside for God to use you as he well please. To understand that it's not just how you see things, but how he wants to develop you, how he wants to shape you, how he wants to mold you into what's next. Because there's a next, no matter what it be, good, bad, or indifferent, there is a next. Because remember, it's always a process. You can't get to A to Z right away. You got to go through A, B, C, D. There are 26 left. There's a journey to get to the end. And however you get to the journey, the end of the journey, it's up to you. It's up to you. In this season, you got to say, what about me? What about how I feel? What about how I think? What about what I want to do? You all have been given everything, and didn't have nothing left for you. It's time for you to start pouring back into you. And I mean you. Remember, when you're pouring into you, you're pouring into the Godhead that's in you. You got to stand on the solid, firm foundation and know that God really resides in your dwelling place, in your temple, in your church, not the building. But in your church, your body is the temple of the one living God. So stop settling on what was. But know that there is an is to come when it comes down to you and God. I'm seeking higher heights and deeper depths in Christ Jesus. And at the end of the day, you start where? With me. This is my time. You got to say, this is my time. This is my season. God is ready to do a great and remarkable thing in my life. He's already doing it, but he wants to succeed the mark. Will you let him succeed? Will you show what God is doing in your life behind closed doors? Because when you come behind the closed door, they see. They see. You ain't got to say a word. You got people that feel. You got people that just know. You got to try God in this season. And trust, when you try him and try him for real, you're letting go everything that has broken you. You're letting go everything that has torn you or tormented you, broke you, took from you, destroyed you. You got to go back and take everything that the enemy, and I'm not saying whatever enemy, I'm saying if it's that man, that's the enemy. If it's your parents, that was the enemy. Whatever the enemy was, You got to really know who you are in God. Not just for a show, not just for a thrill, not just to be seen, but behind closed doors, you having that intimate relationship with God. Where he walks with you, where he talks with you, where he moves and have his being in you. It shows on the outside. Trust and believe. You ain't got to say nothing to me. I can look at you. I can feel you. I know. Imagine how many people that you run into and you think they don't know. You think they not woke. So you can't think the funk all the time. But why would you want to? Why do you have to? Be your authentic self. The real version of you. You don't gotta do what somebody else did. You don't gotta say what somebody else say. You don't gotta go where somebody else is go or going. That may not be your destiny. But I tell you one thing. We all have a destiny. And we all have a mission to fulfill. But it's up to you to break the yoke that's binding you. Allow God that's inside of you. Rip that stuff up the streets and do what he has to do to get you to the point where that you don't have to look back and say, what have I missed? You don't gotta miss a thing. You're missing the things and you're missing the jumps or you're missing the hurdles because you're not looking to see God. You're looking to see man. And what man says doesn't go. What man says doesn't fit. But what God says is everything. Everything without fail. He will not fail you. He won't fail you. If you look back over your life, even in that mess, he did not fail you because he brought you to a place called now. So we should not be looking in the past and we should not be dwelling in the past. We should always be what? Living in the now. Because the future is going to take care of itself if we take care of the now. If we take care of the now. It's a now time. It's a now season. And it's ordained just for you. But are you going to take God up on his always offer? The always been offer. Are you going to take it up now? Because it always been there. You just left it on the shelf. You know, when you want to dust it off for when it work for you, or when I want to dust it off and make it work for me, I'll make it work for me every day. And disasters in your life should not cause you to go back to the self and say, oh, I missed that. Let me dust it off. Because we should always have it with us. Alchemizing is great for the soul. It's nurturing to the spirit man and it's giving the mind a run for its money. Because the mental is what dwells and holds us accountable. It holds us accountable. Nothing cannot operate right without our mental. Even the doctor says the body can't work without the mind. It's not even still if you got a heartbeat, but if your mind is not functioning right, if your mind not functioning right, the body is not in alignment. The body is not in alignment. It starts with the mind. How do I want to live? Where do I want to go? These things we need to get the mind right. What is it, God, that I need to heal in my mind? What is it that I need to heal to allow my mind to be set free? To allow my mind to develop in the highest of heights in you. Allow your mind to be tamed by God. Allow your mind to be tamed by God. Because if your mind is not tamed by God, you're on everything. You're overthinking a thing. What should I do? Where should I go? Who should I talk to? How should I be? Your mind will constantly keep overthinking. But if you tame yourself, tame the mind to develop like God's mind. How do we do that? We meditate on them day and night. And what I mean by meditate, I'm holding a still position and I'm focusing on what God want to do in my life. Where God wants me to go. What He wants me to do. What do I see when I concentrate on you, God? What do I hear when I concentrate on you, God? Your mind begins to activate. And you begin to see such a thing. And you'll know where God wants you to go. And how He wants you to think. How He wants you to maneuver a thing. You may say, oh, I want to go left. Yeah. But I'm going right. Because God said if I go right, He's right there waiting for me. But sometimes we want to take the left and then we got to go around the mulberry bush just to get right back to where we started. So I'm going to listen to God the first time. Yes, I am. I'm going to listen to Him the first time. Yeah. God, I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll say what you want me to say, God, because I trust you with all my heart, with all my mind, with all my soul, and all my spirit, God. I done tried it my way, God. But what about you? What about you, God, in this season, in this time? God, manifest what you want to do with me. How am I supposed to present myself, God? I present my body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, which is my reasonable service. That means, God, I give it all to you. From my feet to my head, God, He works from the bottom up. He works from the bottom up. Everybody think it's from the crown of the head to the... No, He works from the bottom up. Because He want to get in the root of that thing. He started at the root of a thing. How do a tree develop? It developed from a seed. You plant it in the ground. It's dirt. You water it. Then it begins to develop where you can't see it. That's why you got to go in the closet. You can't see it, but it's being developed. The roots is starting to sprout. He works from the bottom down. The bottom up. The bottom up is down in the roots where it gets all the nourishment, where it gets all this power to withstand winds. God, I hear you. You want to withstand the winds. You want to withstand all the hell that you hear. You want to withstand all the naysayers. You want to withstand all the haters. You want to withstand all the trauma, all the pain, all the ego, all the pride. You want to withstand, yeah. Allow God to develop you in every facet of your life. You may be prospering in one area and think it's God. But God just don't work on one area. He works on all of you at once. Yeah, he do. When he work on all of you at once, going through the process, you come out whole. He can't work on my head, and that's complete. And then I come out whole. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. He got to develop the whole you. He wants all of you. Yeah, he do. He wants all of you. Stop giving him partial, because that's all you're going to get from him is partial. It's a giving, exchange. When you exchange from God, you got to give to receive. You got to give to receive. So if you just give him partial, he ain't going to give you partial. Maybe you got a house, but you don't got no money. Maybe you got a car, but no job. But when you put all of them together, you got everything you need. You got everything you desire. You got everything that you want. But allow God to heal you. Focus on you in this season. Because I promise you, if you heal you, the people that surround you will be healed. The people that surround you will be healed. You just might be that generational curse breaker. You might just be the healer of your family. You might just be the one to stand in the gap. That prayer warrior. The one that pray heaven down. You don't know until you fully step in your alignment. That's why it's calling you to step in alignment. The descendants that's coming up behind you need you to be in alignment. It's time for legacy. What do you mean by that, divine? Whenever you leave this earth, yeah. What are you leaving behind? Tomorrow is not promised to you. But if you take the now right now, and you allow your alignment to take place, what's behind you will see you and see the gold and see the gold. You turn the lead into gold. To gold. And when is the gold? If my mama got the gold, why can't I? If my grandmama got the gold, why can't stop abusing your authority? Stop abusing your authority. What do you mean by that, divine? If you are the legacy, you can't abuse it because you are first. ones that people see. You're the ones that people see. Your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, your great 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 great. I don't know, but at the end of the day, stop abusing authority, but create the legacy. Leave the empire. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be just what the doctor ordered. And in order for the destiny to be fulfilled, you just the root of it. Allow the branches and the vines and the leaves to do its sprouting. You just the root, yeah. You just the root, the legacy. The limbs got to develop. Somewhere the tree trunk got to develop. The vines got to develop. Oh, don't wait till it's too late. Because the time is nigh. Be that alchemist. Be that alchemist. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a boy. I don't care if you're a woman. And I don't care if you're a girl. Start today to be the alchemist. Allow your essence to be birthed. Yeah. Allow it. Allow it to be birthed. How do you do that? Commune with God. Yeah, yeah. Commune. Talk to him one-on-one. See, in the word of God, it gives a representation of bread and wine. But now we're in a season. It's not just the bread and wine. It's I'm talking to God as he talks to me. And if you get so deep, you'll see God as he see you. Head of my shot. And he'll develop you how he wants you to be. But you got to allow him to do that within you. Yeah. Yeah. Allow him. Commune with him. Take time out with him. Just like you would do with your kids. How you do with your work. How you do with your wife or your husband. Or your mother, your father. God needs his time too. Yeah, he do. If you give God more time, allow him to take precedence over me. That time that you feel like you lost, you haven't. Time is not our time. Everything works over God's time. It's his time, not ours. To understand communion, bread and wine through alchemy, you have to see it as more than a memorial. It is a living exchange and transformation and internal process where you take in something ordinary and it becomes something divine within you. This is one of the clearest examples how spiritual alchemy practice initiates. Communion, the inner alchemy, in alchemy transforms, happens when a substance is broken down, then recombined into something higher. Communion follows that exact pattern. Bread broken becomes symbolic of the body. Wine pours out becomes symbolic of the blood. Then it is consumed, meaning the transformation is not outside of you, it happens within you. Jesus divined the process like Jesus Christ says, "This is my body, the bread. This is my blood, the wine." He was showing a spiritual law. What is broken and surrender becomes life-giving. The alchemy of body, which is the bread. What bread represents? The physical body, daily life, provisions, human nature. Why is it broken? Breaking, surrendering of the flesh, letting go of control, ego, and pride. In alchemy, this is the stage of breaking down the solid self. Spiritual meaning, when you take the bread, you say, "I surrender my body and my will. I allow my lower nature to be broken. I choose alignment over control." This is the death of the old self, which is the lead. The alchemy of the wine, the blood. Wine represents life force. Biblical life is in the blood. Spiritual essence, sacrificing and taking covenant. Why is it pouring out? Wine must be crushed and fermented. It goes through pressure and time to become refined. That is pure alchemy. Transforming through pressure. Spiritual meaning, when you take the wine, you are saying, "I receive new life. I accept the transformation naturally of Christ. I allow divine life to flow through me." This is fulfillment of the new self, which is gold. The hidden alchemy pattern. Communion is not random. It follows a precise order. Bread breaking, surrender, death of ego, letting go, wine receiving, life enters, spirit feels, transformation begins. Same patterns as cross, resurrection, water, spirit, death, life. Transubstantiation is a deep spiritual meaning. Different traditions explain this deeply by spiritually. It is the identity, the item that sometimes appear the same outwardly, but is transformed inwardly. That is alchemy. Bread still looks like bread. Yeah. Wine still looks like wine. But spiritually, it carries divine meaning and divine power, which makes your soul essence. What actually happens inside of you? Communion is not magical. It's not magic. It's participation. When done with awareness, it is activated. When you do it awarely, you are activating your life force power within you. Internal alignment. You bring your body, mind, spirit into agreement with God. Identity transformation. You stop identifying with pain, past, brokenness, and start identifying with Christ, truth, renewal. Spiritual integration. Spiritual integration. Instead of just believing externally, you're internalizing the truth. Christ is you. Say that again. Christ is you. Colossians 1:27. Why this is so powerful, you say, divine? Because you are not just reminding Jesus. You are participating in his process. His surrendering becomes your surrender. His life becomes your life. His transformation becomes your transformation. You are the Jesus now. Oh God, you are the Jesus in the now day. Yeah, you are. The deeper truth must miss. Communion is not about communion is not about ritual, repetitive. It is about the conscious transformation. Without awareness, it's just bread and wine. With awareness, it becomes activation. Living communion out daily alchemy practice. You don't have to wait for church to live like this. Daily bread. Breaking yourself down. Ask yourself, what is in me to I surrender today? What should I surrender today, God? Why is my ego in resistance of you? Then intentionally release it. Let it go. Allow God to flow. Allow God to move in the process. Because when you allow God to come in, when you allow God to do his will, the promises that he's trying to install in you to allow you to become the alchemy with the wine and the bread, to allow God to transformate within inside you, the real you, the authentic version of you. Daily wine receiving. Ask yourself this. What truth do I need to receive today? Where do I go, God? Life in me. Then consistently, not one time. Whenever you put it in your mind, I need you, God. I need thee every hour. So I put it in my mind. I'm going to accept it. I'm not just portraying it. I am accepting it. And then I'll allow God you to activate wherever it needs to be activated. The final revelation of this communion is the moment where your old nature is broken, which is the bread. Your new nature is received, the wine. It is alchemy you take into yourself. One sentence, if I can say it. Communion is spiritual alchemy, where surrender and divine life meet inside you, transforming you from inside to the out. See, what men see is the outside of you, but God sees the inside of you. And when God sees the inside of you, and he develops you and processes you and break you down and mold you and shape you for what you are purposeful to be. The men on the outside will see just what God sees. The perfect version of you. So allow God to do what he's going to do within you. Allow God to activate you into the authentic version of you. No matter how people see you, no matter what people say about you, You got to know within the shadow of doubt that this is the God given you. Trust the God in you. Alchemy is a process. Yes. Alchemy is a process. It is in everything you do. When I was broken, when I got to the communion part, I see myself and I said, God, all these things, everything that I suppressed, God, bring it up, man. I wasn't ready because I didn't know what I had suppressed. But when I got to a point of saying, God, I want to be healed and emotionally, totally, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, socially. Lord, I want to be healed. So whatever I'm suppressing, I see what I had already knew to be. But the process of suppression, coming up, was hurtful for me. It was hurtful for me. So I said, God, do a thing. However you got to activate it, do that thing. However you got to mold me, do that thing. Because God, my mind can't take it no more. When you have migraine headaches, you don't want to understand why the migraine headaches is there. Is there because the suppression you're building up so much on your brain that it can't take it. You're wondering why you got migraines. Your mind has built up so much to its capacity, and it can't handle it no more. See, migraines is a spiritual thing. Remember, everything works off the mind. And you're wondering why I can't get rid of the migraines. Because you have suppressed it. So many things that it has met the capacity that your brain, that your mental can take. So it begins to hurt. It begins to hurt. It begins to hurt. And it said, how am I going to be released? So I said, I'm going to hurt. You're going to release me. I'm going to hurt until you release me. Oh, God. Hey, God. So when you start going back and say, hey, I'm releasing God. However you got to do to release this migraine off my head, to give me a peace of mind, to God, whatever. You allow God to heal your mind. Bring up all the stuff you suppressed in that mind. You will feel the relief. Hey, God. I've never had migraines before. Until I felt like I had so much on my mind that it had to explode. And then when I asked God to release everything that I suppressed, everything that was hurting me that I didn't understand why it was hurting me, I began to get set free. Hey. And then I said, oh God, because migraines used to trigger my seizures. I said, oh God, if you release the head, oh, the migraines, God, I know how you got to work through the seizures. God, I've been healed from 2020 to I don't gotta see a neurologist no more. I don't gotta take medicine no more because I released the trauma of my life, yeah. release the trauma of your life. Yerabashande. Yeroboshinderobosha. Hikababashanderobosha. You got to release it. Whatever you don't understand, don't even try. I'm going to tell you for personal use. Don't even try to understand it. Don't even think you can fathom it. All you got to say, God, if I release her, you handle the rest. Handle the rest for me, God. Handle the rest for me, God. I want to be like you, God. In every area of my life, yeah. I'm going to walk like you, God. I'm going to talk like you, God. I'm going to move and have my being in you, God. Oh, God. See, this is a personal walk for me. I walk this walk every day. I talk this talk every day. When everybody steps in my face, I walk with authority. How do you get to a place of walking in authority when you have no weight to bear? You are not holding heaviness. You walk in lightness. But it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you want it or not. This thing called free will. Oh, God, I hear you. This thing called free will. He said, not my will, God. But thine will be done. He didn't say, oh, Mia, divine will. But the divine will of God is what I want. So since you chose me, I change you for my glory. When do you want God to change? I had to wait till all the hell took place in my life to get to a point where, so, look, I don't have nothing left. So, God, however you want to use me as you please. And now that I'm activated, I ain't going back. I ain't going back for nobody. Here they won't shy. If you can't meet me on my level, I can't be in your dwelling place. How can two walk together unless they agree? You got to agree with me. I'm not stooping down to nobody level. And I can't bring you up because it's got to be a mind choice of your own. So at the end of the day, I'm alchemy. I have alchemized myself. So allow God to alchemize you. You can't play tricks with God. Tricks are for kids. God is not a child. He is the divine Holy Spirit, the source of your strength, the creator of everything. There's no tricks to be played. You try to think that you can play it on other people, but you don't know that the God lives in them too. So if you can't play with God, how do you think you can play with me? That's how you gotta carry your thing. You can't play with me because I walk hand in hand with God. He dwells within me. Me and him, we won. We won. So if you can't play with him, you surely can't play with me. And these are the things that we must understand. Stop allowing people to play games with you. There's no way that you can alchemize when you continuously to allow people to play games with you. This life is not a game. It's to meet mission. It's to be in purpose. You are the purpose. You have to find the destiny that mission can be fulfilled. At this point of your life, alchemize. Become your soul. Become your soul essence in God. Because the only thing that God is looking at, that God is taking back, and I'm telling you, He's going to take it back by force. He's taking it back by force. Yeah, nah. He already got your spirit. He said, all spirits of mine. Oh, but the soul man. The soul man. Wow. Taking it back. Oh, you don't want to live right. Why, nah. Allow yourself to alchemize to your fullest potential. I got to finish this series out. So I will be going here back to back this weekend. Because God is messing with me right now. All this week. He said, you got to finish this out, daughter. You got to finish this out. Because I need to tell people about the entities that they're dealing with. Oh, God. You don't know if you're a warlock. You don't know if you're a witch. You don't know if you're a demon. You don't know the entities that's messing with you. Daughter, dear, I need you to finish alchemy out. Because so many people has demonic spirits messing with them right now. And they got to be aware. They got to be aware. Nah. What do they look like? What do they act like? Nah. Hey, when you're a seer, you don't, I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to see what I see. When you're a seer, yeah, nah. You don't want to see the stuff I see. I walk and I see it every day. It used to fathom to me because I didn't understand. I literally look at these spirits and I sometimes can't do nothing until God said do something. I take my orders from God and God and him alone. So if God said, hey, see and don't touch, I can't touch. But God said, see, and you start attacking. You don't understand the power that lies within you. Seers, prophets. You carry something that no other person carries. You're the Gabriel. So you deal with the spiritual realm and the natural. You're in between worlds at all times. And I understand the assignment. So God, whatever it takes, I'll do the assignment. No matter what people say, I'll do the assignment. Because my life depends on it. See, it's a do or die for me. You're evangelist, you got a little playroom. Your apostles, you may got a little playroom, but the So if I'm charged to speak to you about something, and you look at me crazy, but I'm talking to you. Oh, you out your mind, woman. I got to take that, but my reward is great. You don't understand the price that we have to pay. So I'd rather take my orders from God alone. Be the elders. You will live. If you go through the process, I'm telling you, I didn't think I could go through the process. When the process first started, I wanted to kill myself. Yeah. Oh, God, I don't know why you got me here. When I first went through the process, I wanted to kill myself. But God said, I got your backbone. I got more for you. I got your backbone because I got more for you. So he sent my spiritual mother at the time. The woman did a work. She did a work. But God wasn't through me yet. I went from Virginia the first time. I started there. I moved to Maryland. No. Now I'm back in VA again. And God said the mission is complete. Now I need you to tell my people what I can do with thee. So that's why I do what I do. Because that mission a part of me is complete. I'm whole and I'm made new. I shine bright like a star. Why you say this divine? Because God can't use you without alchemizing. Break yourself down and allow God to really use the authentic version of you. Allow God to use the authentic version of you. Stop allowing others to step in the pathway of God because He is a jealous God. And when you allow other people to step in the pathway of God, He is a jealous God, so He starts destroying things. See, He got a temper. That's why we got tempers. God has a temper, y'all. He get mad too. So if you want to put a woman before God, if He gave you an assignment to do, and you didn't do the assignment, you put that woman, or you put that man, that boy, your son, your daughter, your mother before God, oh, you got hell to pay. I promise you. Allow God to be first and foremost in your life. And I promise you, everything will be added. Woo! Woo! Everything will be added to you. Because He already knows the desires of your heart. So when you allow God to do what He's going to do, the promises of Him, woo, is yea and amen. You looking at a woman, yeah, that's living in the promises of God. Why you say this divine? Because I chose God over everything. I love the man so much that the first time I said, you know what, God, I'm going to put you on that shelf. Because I love this man. And I'm loving him like I would love myself. At least I didn't love myself. That's why I was pouring all the love into him. Woo! But when I start loving myself, yeah, the love is now flowing back. Woo! And it's even give and take. Yeah, nah. It's not one-sided. It's not one-sided. Nah. I don't gotta beg for time. I don't gotta plead for anything. What do you need? Allow God. Allow God. That's all I'm gonna say. Allow God. Allow God. I am developing still. Even in this, I stay as a student unto God. I sup at his feet. If I'm not on here, that's where I'm at. I promise you. I'm either working or at his feet. You got to allow yourself to go through the process of being broken. Men break. Men break. Allow God to break you. Cry. It's a release. Allow yourself to shed the tears. You want God to release every part of it. Tears are not just for women. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with God. And I mean really vulnerable. Oh God. Really vulnerable. When you get vulnerable with God, you can be vulnerable with a woman, but you first got to be vulnerable with God. There's no way. There's no way. No way. You got to trust God in this season. Michael Baisden has a book, Men Cry in the Dark. Allow yourself to go through a purging. Allow yourself to go through a breaking and a shaking. Allow the shackles to be set free. Breaking to be set free. It's not just for females. Alchemize men. Alchemize to your highest potential into the fullest state. God is waiting on you. God is waiting on you. There's so many. What's funny is, but not, when I talk to guys and they don't know how to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is the problem. I asked them, why are you in a relationship if you can't be vulnerable with God? Why you're in a relationship if you can't be vulnerable with yourself? Your self-love is first. I had to learn to love myself first. That is a part of alchemizing. I did not love me. That's why I was pouring all my love into another. I was giving everything to another because when I look in the mirror, yeah, you might think I'm beautiful, but I didn't feel it because all of the stuff that I had went through, all of the things that I had to go through, it broke me on the inside. But when I start alchemizing, I start looking myself, my soul man, eye to eye, and say, I love you, girl. Regardless of what you've been through, regardless of what somebody else think, how somebody else feel, how somebody did you, I love you, girl. And when I begin to tell myself in the mirror, looking my soul to soul in the eye, and I'm saying I love myself, it begins to become a feeling on the inside. The alchemy is real. Oh, you want to put the mind to a test? I charge you for the next 7 days. You look your soul to soul in the eye. Allow your soul to go through an understanding of what you think about you, or what you feel about you. And then you'll recognize that the area and the surroundings may not be just what you think it should be. But you'll come to the realization that you know, I need a change. I need a redirection. I need a refocusing. I need to put my mind back on God. Solitude. I charged somebody. God, yeah, on my ride back home, I told somebody, I said, you know what? Oh, I said I had to do the same thing. God is telling you to give him a whole month of solitude. Just nothing but him. So whatever you got in your house, if they can't go, you go. Don't have sexual intercourse. I am going to tell you, when you have sexual intercourse, it's not just a soul tie, it's a depletion. When you start to look in the mirror and you look in the mirror and you see yourself from the beginning up to the time that you start having intercourse, and you'll see the change after change after change. What is happening is your energy, your divine life force is being taken away from you. There is no way that you can alchemize without your God-given life force. If you look like something 3 months ago, then you turn around and you look like your life force has been drained. I did not understand sexual intercourse had so much. It's not just the soul tie, it's a drainage of your life force. Stop allowing people to drain your gold. A lot of you had so many people draining your gold. You got to go back to God and say, God, I need to retrieve. If you know the names, this one, that one, him by, go by, I don't care. That's why it's not good to have sex with any and everybody. There is no alchemy with sexual activity. Even in a marriage. That's why when you fast, you got to ask, hey, is it okay, honey, if I, sup with God? Because that is the communion. This is where you become alchemized. God's pouring into you as you pour out to him. But we have to learn what we are doing to ourselves. But until then, it will always remain what it is, because you're not trying to live the understanding of alchemy of the divine. You'll look the same. You'll talk the same. But then when you see others that have alchemized, you want what they got. You didn't work for it. So how do you want what somebody has already put in the work for? Make it make sense. You got to. Put it in your finite mind. I want what they got, but I don't want to do no work. I wish somebody would. No, we ain't doing that over here. If I put in the work, and now I'm getting the jewels, I'm getting the gold, you got to put in the work to get the gold. You're not coming over here to live off of me. We ain't doing that. No. My kids can't live off of me. Better yet, I just gave one an ultimatum. And I'm moving on it. You can't live with me no more, son. Because for me in my house, baby, you 18. You want to be ground? I'm an alchemist. promise and I take no mess. I don't got time. I got the right now. And that's what I'm living off of. Me and God got this good old relationship. And when he tell me to do something, baby, I'm doing it. And if it come between you and God, I'm choosing God all day. Like I told y'all many times before, I don't care if it's my children that I have to let go. At the end of the day, God is always going to be king of this castle. I help you get a place. I sure am. And I told my daughter, if you want to follow, baby, I got a group home for you too. This is when you get serious. It's a you and God thing. If you can't live by the rules that God is setting upon my life in my house, you got to go. Because I am an alchemist and I am divinely guided. You got to understand where you are in God and where he's taking you, how he's moving you, and align with it. Don't let nobody deteriorate you out of your purpose. Because if they do, you're missing the promise. And there's no going back. Yes, God got the prodigal son back in the day. But he ain't got time for a lot of people to start, I'm gonna do what I want to do and I'm gonna catch up. Times are moving very fast. It's hard to catch up. It really is. So we might, as a body, as a collective of God, sustain and align, move with the process, and let's get to work in. Been stagnated so long you don't even know where to start. Hey, start right now. I'm going to spend time with you, God. Become the alchemist. Your soul essence depends on it. And your mission has to be complete. Don't leave this residence, because this is all it is. It's a residence. Without having your work done. Because at the end of the day, you are required. Yeah, you are. The requirements is between you and God. And you will have to answer about the requirements that you did not get complete. So I advise you to get the hopping and the skipping and the jumping. And God, what is I to do? And save me. Save me. Tomorrow, I'm not giving the time. You notice I don't give times no more. I just jump on. Whoever's on here, on here. If you miss anything, there is a YouTube channel to go back and check out the series. My editor is uploading them. I promise you. You know how I can be like, oh, crazy sometimes in the background, bop, bop, bop. He's getting that out so it can flow easily. Thank you, editor. Thank you, Eddie, for editing my videos. This is a purpose. If you want to get in the higher understanding, the higher developments, so you can literally live out your destiny. This is what this for. We all in the body of Christ together. And we all supposed to be moving together. One hand can't work with the left hand. I need my arms, I need my hands, I need my head, I need my legs, I need my stomach, I need my... So we gotta all work together. This is why I do this. We're going to talk about the Last Supper. how that is used to alchemize you. Be the alchemist. Say that one more time. Be the alchemist. It's time to stop playing and be the authentic version of yourself, no matter what. No matter what. Until next time, this is divine due diligence. Peace, love, and namaste. I love the God in you. Oh, yes, I do. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Well, it's time for me to sign up. I want to say peace, love, and namaste.